It's been more than a decade since Irene and Peter Diekmann have eaten in a restaurant. While $7 may not sound like much for a burger, the retired couple say it's a luxury they can't afford.
Our pension is about $1,200, but with $840 just for the rent, not even including food, sanitary items or medication, it's not enough. That's why we also get the so-called basic pension on top of it.
It took them 3 years to finally apply for the additional state benefit and also to go to a food bank. But Irene says they prefer going to supermarkets, even if it means counting every penny. But inflation has spiked by more than 10% over the past year, which means their choices are increasingly limited there too.
What's left to cut down? We don't even eat much. We have breakfast and one meal a day. I cook myself because anything else would be unaffordable.
The couple say it's not the life they had imagined for themselves after working for decades.
It is frustrating. I have worked 45 years without a break, the majority of it on night shifts, partly 52 hours a week. I thought my pension would be enough, but unfortunately that was not the case.
Instead, the Diekmanns have had to borrow money from relatives and sell all their gold. They're not the only ones struggling to make ends meet in one of Europe's richest countries. More and more elderly Germans are no longer able to live on their pensions. Today, 1 in 6 over the age of 65 is at risk of poverty. And with inflation soaring, the number of those relying on additional benefits is growing too. In June, the number of recipients of basic security benefits rose nearly 10% annually to 630,000. Europe's current economic and energy crises are only adding to the problem.
The situation is dramatic. We have elderly people who sleep on the floor because they can't afford a new bed. And now additional energy payments are coming, and groceries are increasing so rapidly that we're receiving more and more calls that by the 20th of the month, people have no food left to eat.
Sandra Bisping and her association support retirees with basic necessities such as food baskets, money for repairs and energy bills. Claims for aid at her association have tripled since the war in Ukraine started. Although the government has promised pensioners a one-off $300 energy allowance, it's a drop in the bucket for people like the Diekmanns. They say they were billed a $1,000 back payment for the last period alone. Sibel Karkus, TRT World, Cologne.